What kind of mileage are you doing running? What's your, like, do you have a go-to route, or you?
I do. I have several routes. Sometimes I'll do a short run.
You hit the reservoir, or you hit the ocean?
No. Oh, sometimes I'll run from. If I'm training for a marathon, which I ran a marathon last year.
26?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, in New York.
You did the New York Marathon?
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
I ran a marathon.
You just
in New
sold
York.
that, undersold that.
That kind of famously called the New York Marathon.
Well,
That's
it was
how
my
humble
own
you
marathon.
are.
It was just
Yeah.
me. No, I ran.
It was on the same route, but it was
I
in
just went back
September.
and forth. It was just tap and Z back and forth.
Still got my
26
silver
miles.
kid.
Oh, I was doing suicides on the bridge. Okay, not what I thought you were talking about.
Dude, that's first of all the most humble way to say you ran the New York Marathon.
That's awesome.
yeah.
Secondly, that's awesome. How many have you done? Is that
Just
your
one
first?
was my first
Was the training crazy difficult?
It was again on the heels of losing my dad, so
Therapeutic.
it was it was therapeutic. Yeah, it was very therapeutic and fun. The training, which is like kind of crazy to say. Yeah, but I really actually enjoyed it. And
Did you carb load before?
Before the actual marathon,
You did?
it was glorious.
That's the thing I'm always like glorifying in my mind.
I might run the New York Marathon so I can have a bowl of pasta guilt-free.
Yeah,
is that what
like,
you're saying?
yes.
I might train for 7 months so I could eat pasta.
So I could have one night where I walk into an
really
Italian
good.
restaurant with
I felt like the closest thing I had experience to that was when I did the interview and they gave me like free reign, just like gain as much weight as you want, and I just was like eating everything in Vancouver, and
cool.
so for a few days before the actual marathon, I was just like, I'm just gonna eat it, Well, I mean, not like total junk, but like carbs.
Did they give you a goal to hit? Or did they say gain as much weight as you want for the interview?
Well, what happened was they fit me in a prosthetic outfit, like my whole like face, and then they did a screen test of it. And this was like a couple weeks before filming. And it just didn't quite look right. So they were like, we're not going to do the prosthetics. They didn't say like go gain weight, but
They only give you a couple weeks.
Because we thought we were going to do the prosthetics,
Yeah.
and then they were. I was like, should I gain weight? They're like, if you want, And
I love the
was
idea that you're getting fitted for prosthetics, and then they go, you know what? You don't need them. You're like, wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. Why don't I need them?
Yeah.
You know what? We're going to go without them. You're like, hey.
We're good.
It won't stick to his fat.
He's fallen off. But similar to that, a few days before running the marathon, I just ate so much pasta.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was so good.
Just to jump back to saying training for the marathon is fun. For some people, that's like maybe crazy to wrap their head around. I've done a couple of half marathons. I am not built for running. I am over 300 pounds, but I have done a couple of half marathons. The crazy thing about it is running is one of those things that you're like, when you're running a half mile, you're like, I can never run a mile. This half mile is brutal. And then like 2 weeks later, you're like, oh shit, according to my training program, I have to run 4 miles on Saturday. I've never done. And then when you're training for a marathon like that, you're running the longest you've ever run before in your entire life. So I'm like, on week 9 of marathon training, I'm like, I have to go run 10 miles today.
Yeah.
I've never, and it's so easy to improve because there is like a real growth curve to it.
Yeah.
And then you get better at it. You're at the actual mechanics of it. You get the cardio. All of it starts coming into play, and it is the most like quantifiable improvement thing.
Totally.
And again, also why I like lifting weights, where it's like I did 225 for 5 yesterday. Today I did it for 7, or I did 235 for 5, and you're just like, that's objectively, scientifically more than I did previously.
Exactly. And it doesn't have to be a lot more. It's like literally 1 rep more, or like 2.5 pounds heavier.
Yes.
It's like, as long as you do that every workout, it's
incremental progression.
Yeah,
Yes,
you're gonna progress.
Go out today and run a quarter mile. Next Friday, run a half mile. Friday after that, run 3/4 mile, and keep doing that, and you'll be surprised that you'll eventually run 20 miles.
Next thing you know,
The only bummer about training for it is the marathon itself, or the half marathon, whatever, is a big event day, and it takes a lot out of you, and it's a long chunk.
Yeah.
But when you're training for the marathon, for the weeks before, you're running 20 miles, 18 miles, and those are fucking long journeys. You're like, and if you're a parent or whatever, you're like, all right, I'll be back in 4 hours, and I'll be exhausted when I get back. But it starts to build up to this thing where I remember just being on vacation with my parents and being like in Montauk in the humidity, and I'm like, I have to do 9.5 miles on Saturday, and I'm hungover, and I don't even run fast, so I'm just like slogging alongside the boardwalk for like so long, and then you do, and then it's done, and you're like,
I did it.
I couldn't believe. If you asked me 6 weeks ago, could I have done this? I would have said you're insane.
Yeah.
And now it seems crazy to do, but I know I could just rebuild it back up.
It's just like it's like the Atomic Habits thing, right? It's just like little like just a little progress each time. And for me, the biggest obstacle was the actual marathon because I had to run 20 before that,
right?
And there were 6 more miles, and I was like, oh gosh, that's gonna like I've been like incrementally
that's a huge jump.
It's a huge jump, but I heard if you run 20. You could do 26.
Yes, they don't, because you don't want to run like 23 2 weeks before.
Right.
You know,
sore.
Yeah. But it's one of those things where it's like you can make it to 20 and don't die. You can just like do this for another 6.
But also it's like I was training in LA and it was hot. I was training during heat waves. I was training, and then I show up there the morning of the marathon in New York. It was very cool, perfect weather for running.
Hell yeah.
And then you're running and there's so many people cheering and just like the energy is crazy. So, but I was breezing through up until 24, and then it started to really
And then you're like, wow, 2 miles is so long. It's so far. Like 2 miles. I just always think that how far a mile is. You're like, God, this is not 100 feet, 100. It's a mile.
Yeah. Remember running the mile in gym class?
Yeah.
Did you guys have that?
Of course.
Oh yeah.
8 minutes was the cutoff. I never got it.
Oh, dude, I was like, it was like me and 4 goth chicks walking it. It was just like, all right, it's like fat guys and the girls who refuse to take off the big boots.
Right.